What's up, Mother Foxers? We are back in the garage after Ford takeover. Man, I had a great time down there. Getting to see good friends that I only usually get to see once a year. Didn't get to hang out with some of the people that I've seen down there for very long, just because, you know, I was actually rode down with Barbecue Mike, so I was kind of like our group of people when we left. I had to go with them, you know, that was my ride, but not complaining, just saying. I think we left at Ford takeover 1 o'clock, and we got there at 8. It seemed like we were there an hour. Time just flew right by. So if you've seen at the end of the video, as soon as I got back, I was surprised to see that they were leaving, so I was going to go do a little bit more walking around, but anyway. And for everybody that came up to say hi to me, man, appreciate it. That was pretty cool. Just had a fun time, man. Even though I didn't have a car there, had a great time. But I got the next 2 weeks off. I swindled that out of work. I don't think I've been off 2 weeks in a row, and jeez, 2011. That's when I had my ticker, you know. But anyway, Black Sunshine's got a problem. Yeah. Man, I got to work Friday, started it up, and on my Holly display, the fuel pressure read error. And I'm like, but it started. My AFR kind of did something weird. Wasn't too weird, but I was like, you know what? I guess the hooker's taking me to work this morning. So, actually drove that car farther than I've ever driven it now, so that's a good thing. But, yeah, so we're going to see what's going on, because I started the car up after that and it was fine. It never had an issue. You can hear the pump coming on and everything. So I'm wondering if it's that, you know, sensor, that fuel pressure sensor. And that is a low dollar Motorsports fuel pressure sensor. It's like $35. Reason why people buy those is because the Hollies at the time, and I did buy one, was $130. 4 times the price because of the stinking name. That's really what it comes down to. So, anyway, we're gonna pull that out of there, and I got a couple of manual gauges, and we're gonna stick that in the Schrader valve there, and see if it gets pressure. If it gets pressure, obviously it's just the sensor. So hopefully that's it. Otherwise, the next thing to check if the pump's running is the filter, and if that's not the problem, the filter's fairly new. And if that's not the problem, then we'll probably have to go and look at injectors. So I don't know, but I think I got those from Trey Motorsports, something like that. I don't know. And as you can see over there, my truck's not out here, guys. That's because it needs a timing chain, so it's parked out back. Only the running cars are in the driveway. So yeah, it's parked out back. I got a confirmation of what it is, and exactly what I thought it was. Timing chain, yeah. So back 2017 when I first bought it, it had like 53,000 miles. It got changed. Then first gen EcoBoost, they're known for this. But the first one only lasted 50,000 miles. 50 some, whatever. It only cost me like $750 to fix it, because I had automotive protection on it, and the parts they wouldn't cover was about $750, and then some elective stuff I wanted to do. But this time around, man, the total cost of that was about $4 grand. With this current regime, yes, this current regime did this to us. No matter what you think. Yeah, it'll probably be twice that. Oh, $8 grand? This guy don't got that. I don't even have the money right now at this particular moment to fix what's wrong with it. And just getting the parts. The time is on me. So it's about $1,400, call it $1,500 for parts. And these are genuine Ford parts. They tell you do not get the aftermarket ones, and they're a third of the price. Yeah. So I'm getting all Ford parts. Comes in a kit. So far the one I seen that was pretty good and confirmed it with HPR Ken over there, and he said, yeah, it's a good kit. So $1,400, man. So then we'll get onto that. If you're interested in EcoBoost stuff, there's gonna be some on this channel. We've never gone into a dual overhead cam engine, man. I haven't done that. And the chain doesn't go like this, it goes like this. So, and it's variable valve, so you gotta make sure you're Johnny on the spot with the timing. But anyway, no keyless entry, the old-fashioned way, guys. Gotta unlock this thing here. And there she is. Alright, see, so here is the sensor. I almost want to unplug this and plug it back in, see if that will work. Which will pressurize the fuel. That's alright, I got some paper towel here, but let me do that, see what happens. Alright, so I unplugged that thing. When I unplugged it, the way those wires are sitting in that plug, they got those, I think they're LS plugs, they call them, maybe. They need to do better. The wires, I'll show you, man. The wires are all kind of like into the plug. If you use just a straight up Deutsch connector, you won't have that problem. So I'm going to show you. I don't know if those wires are bad or anything. They might not be, but we're going to check this out here and see what's happening. But you hear the pump come right on. It's got no issue. But it says low error right now. Yeah, still saying it. Flashing -11. It got lean there for a second, but the car really hasn't done anything that I haven't seen it do before in the first place. So, and I can give it a rev and it'll do just fine. See? No big deal. So, oh, copyright. Anyway. Yeah, and the AFR, you can see it. It's right. The range is just fine. So, you rev it, just fine. It's a little, rich. So, we'll pull out that sensor and then replace it with a manual gauge. Well, if you can see it, we got it set on the regulator here at 43 pounds. Looks like it's 42. Close to 43. So it looks like you got a bad sensor, guys. So, alright, well, guess we figured that out. Simple. Alright, there it is installed. I'm not going to mess with it for now because it kept leaking. I put some PTFE pipe dope on that thing and it disintegrated it, man. And that stuff's supposed to be made for like E85. This is just 93, so I tried to put the tape on it, but it disintegrated the tape too. So this time I put a lot of it on there, soaked up all the gas I can soak up, and then I'm just gonna let it set here so it's not so don't leak, gives a chance to set up before I start it or anything like that. But we already know that the sensor is the problem. I do got a sensor I got for free with the Aces kit for this car, but I was like, yeah, let's leave that for that, and we can deal with this because there's nothing wrong. No, nothing wrong with that. So Low Dollar Motorsports, looks like one of your pressure things died on me. I've had it for what, I'd say 5 years, and the pricey Holly, which is down there somewhere with the oil pressure, right there, and it's still going strong, even though it's 4 times the price, but still not worth it, I don't think. So there you go, problem solved on this car. Yeah, so I don't know what else I'm going to do here with the cars. There's a lot to do on the hooker here, and we'll get back to it, man. I'll probably have a couple videos out this week, because that's all I'm doing. I'm off. I have no work to do except for this. Again, low dollar motorsports. Really? Come on, man. That's not cool. I don't need to be spending $150 for a sensor. $35 is good, but 5 years? Come on, man. That's why they're so cheap. Later.